Welcome back, fire signs. This is your weekly reading. So we're going to do like we did last week. I hope y'all like that, where we're going to look at life, love, and money. Okay? That way we get a more well-rounded type of message in different areas. Now, the love part does not mean that you have to be in a relationship or you have to be single. It could be, you with a significant connection, like a friend, a relative, things like that. Okay, so we'll look at life, relationships, and money. Make sure also that you're putting this with the weekly tarot reveal and the weekend tarot reveal, because that's going to give you much more information for the week ahead. Okay, and make sure you like, subscribe, do all the things. Just, it helps the channel, and I like to hear your feedback. Okay, so let's see what your overall energy is. Ooh, we have Descendant, Invitation. So this is asking you, what are you inviting in your life? And who are you inviting in your life? Now, we just went into Leo season, but we also have Venus going retrograde in Leo. So what that indicates is we're most likely going to be having to deal with past relationships, whether that be somebody comes back around and we got to tie things up. Old relationship wounds can be coming back around, so we can release them. Just anything that has to do with love. It can also be about money for you. So how can you revisit your money habits? How can you reorganize, revamp, restructure your financial situation to make it work better for you? Okay, as well as Venus is about beauty. So how do you want to start taking care of yourself more? How can you invite more beauty into your life, whether it be in your home, yourself, where you live, wherever, okay? So let's take a look and see what the Akashic Tarot wants to say first. And then, as usual, we will clarify with traditional tarot. All right, so the first card, like I said, is going to be life in general. We have the Eight of Scrolls in reverse, paths unknown, which is interesting because this morning we got the Eight of Cups. So that's interesting. Okay, let's look at relationships. We have Archangel Gabriel in reverse. And then we have money. Five of Scrolls, diversity. Interesting. Okay, so let's get the tarot and see. Now, with life in general, as the Eight of Scrolls in reverse, this is indicating choosing a path, choosing the unknown path, okay? It might be a little scary, it might be a little different, but, when you try something new, you experience new things. If you do the same old, you're going to get the same old. Okay? So don't be afraid to go the path less traveled, because that's the only way that you're going to branch out and grow. So let's pull a couple of cards. We have the Nine of Swords. Yeah, lots of anxiety about this. And Two of Pentacles in reverse. So, there can be anxiety about trying something new, taking a new path, going a new direction. But also it's necessary because there is a lot of anxiety going on. With the Two of Pentacles in reverse, that indicates that there's some overwhelm here. There's a need to take things off of your plate. This morning in the TikTok Live, we were talking about decluttering the home, donating things that you don't need, making sure that you only keep things in your home and in your space that you love, okay? If it's something that has to do with an ex, we want to get rid of it. I know a lot of people are like, well, I just love the item. It doesn't, I know it's no longer connected to my ex. It is, because every time you see it, you're going to think about them, and that keeps that tie, okay? So this is about doing something new, getting away from anxiety, clearing the air, taking some things off your plate, decluttering your space, and just trying to bring in fresh energy, okay? If you're wanting to have a new career, or maybe you are ready to exit a relationship because it's too much for you. Okay, this would be a good time, because that's what's going to happen in Venus retrograde. If there are relationships that you're in that are not working, they're more than likely not, golly, if I can speak. You would think Mercury is retrograde. Anyways, if you're in relationships that are not meant for you, that are toxic, or just they've hit their expiration date, then this is the time they're more than likely going to come to an end. Okay? Now, in relationships, we have Archangel Gabriel in reverse. Archangel Gabriel is the messenger, okay? He's all about communication. So it could be that you're having trouble with communication with somebody that you have a connection with. It could be that there is, a lot of miscommunication, or you're waiting on something to come in that hasn't. Or there is like a massive red flag or something you're not getting. All right, so let's pull a couple of cards. Ace of Wands in reverse. And the Ten of Swords. Yeah, there's an issue here with trust. Okay. So again, like I said, with Venus in retrograde, it's time to step away from these old connections that are just not good. Some of them were just not meant for you. They were meant to come in for a hot minute and then leave. Some of them were not even meant to like come to fruition. Okay? So it's like I've got to put an end to this. I need to, it might be you that needs to say, "Hey, this is enough." Okay? Because Ten of Swords is like the end. It's communicating, it's thinking it, it's like really putting it into action. I want to see if anything else pops up before I move on. And I'm sure you've been feeling this for quite a while, but you haven't wanted to communicate it. Maybe you're trying to ignore it. But it's like, you might need to step away from this connection if it's toxic. If you can't come together and have, a cohesive environment around each other and have, harmonious conversations and things like that, it's just not worth it. Okay? Now, in regards to your money, we have the Five of Scrolls, diversity. So what this is saying is you have a lot of options to receive money. You might have some money that you need to diversify and invest. Now, you're going to need to seek somebody that's an expert in that. I am not. So this also indicates that you might have all of these ideas on how you want to bring in extra income, or make your money grow, or really set up a plan. And it's asking you to pick something. Okay, saying just pick one thing for now to work on in regards to your money, and know that the other options are going to be there, but you do need to pick something to work on. Okay, so let's pull a couple of cards. We have the Five of Swords in reverse and the Queen of Swords. Look at that. Yeah, a lot about the thoughts this week. So the Five of Swords in reverse can indicate like this has been like it's driving you crazy. So it's interesting. We have the Five of Scrolls and the Five of Swords. Okay, something needs to change here. And the Queen of Swords, she's a visionary. She's looking at where she wants to go. So where do you want to invest your money, or what business or side hustle do you want to start? There's so many different ways to earn money. What financial structure is going to be best for you in order for you to no longer like keep spending? How can you make your money grow? Okay. What's the right thing for you to do when it comes to your financial situation? Okay. And also we're talking about your invitation, right? What are you inviting into your life? When you start paying attention to money growing, you're inviting more money in. Okay. When you are dealing with relationships that are not really good for you, you keep inviting that in because you keep giving it energy. We have to stop giving this low vibe, gossip, shit talking, whatever energy. We got to stop giving that our energy. We need to walk away. Okay. So, I mean, it's not a bad week, especially with the weekly tarot reveal. There was all positive energy. These are just the sectors that you're going to need to focus on while using the energy of each day. Okay, so let's pull some more oracle and see what else we need to know. But I love that we have the paths unknown as your life overall, because that's exactly what we were talking about this morning. It's like, what if you did something radically different? What if you just decided one thing you're going to do radically different this week and see what happens? And obviously it needs to be something that's good for you, not anything toxic. We don't do that. Vanishing mirror, ego sublimation. Something needs to change. Okay. We were talking about this morning too. These are really connecting, because I was saying the ego loves to keep us in one place. It loves to keep us in certain situations because it's a bit delusional, but the toxic side of delusional. And we have to get rid of that. And with us going into Leo season, and Venus is retrograde in Leo, and then we have the North Node in Aries and South Node in Libra, there's so much energy here right now that is supporting a full transformation for you. But you have to want it, okay? You have to be willing. And when it comes to these relationships, there's some relationships that we just need to close the line of communication, okay? Ooh, look, umbrella. So there's different ways to resonate with this card. And I like this card because I always like to say, you know, when you think of umbrella, do you think wait out the storm, you're protected, or prepared for trouble and anticipating difficulties? Which one is it? Is it the ego ruling through fear? Or is it the higher you, knowing that you're divinely protected and things always work out? See how it differs? That's the difference between ego and your higher self. Let's see what else. Look, meandering path, flow. Or I'm sorry, meandering pathway, flow. Isn't that interesting, because we have this unknown path here? So what it's telling you is that the path that is less traveled will flow more for you than the one that you're on currently. Because the one that you're on currently, how does it feel? Are you flowing? Are you moving forward? Are you, getting to your destinations? Or does it feel like you're constantly going in circles or meeting obstacles? Why not try something different? Let's see, what else? Ooh, we have building atoms. The energy is building. I don't know if you all have noticed in the readings lately. Ever since I started the live readings, the live collective readings, they've been getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And I was even mentioning today how it feels like I feel energized. I feel good. And everybody's going to feel differently, right? Because everybody's on their own path. But what is building for you? What are you building? What are you creating here? We're in between two very important portals. The Sirius portal, which we just had on July 7th, and then the Lionsgate portal, which we're going to have on August 8th. High energy right now. Okay, so the energy is building. What are you creating? Are you doing the work to allow this energy to come in? Let's do one more. We were talking a lot about being willing to let go of, the old past timeline in order to step into the new timeline. You can't bring both together. They cannot coexist together. They're different vibrations. So it's up to you to decide. Do you stay here or do you step through? Mountains, stand your ground. We got that for today's energy, the Seven of Wands. Standing your ground, maintaining your vision of what you want, right? Especially when it comes to these relationships here, because we have some toxic communication here. And so if there's an issue and you know that what you're doing is right, you're not doing anything toxic, right? You need to stand your ground. You need to really be the gatekeeper of your own life and be like, you know what? This isn't working for me anymore. So I'm just going to have to wish you well. Okay? And remember, it's asking you, what are you inviting into your life? Is it something that is going to be beneficial and harmonious with you? Or do you constantly invite and allow negativity to enter because there's a lot of fear and insecurity there? Okay, so think about that this week. And make sure, like I said, watch the weekly tarot reveal and the weekend tarot reveal on Friday. All right? Y'all have a wonderful week, and I will see you next time.